So brand new bike. We stopped to pump the tyres up because we were about to head back on the bitumen. Can't find where the battery is on the BMW. It's probably under that cover there, but it was just easier, seriously, just to take the seat off the Honda and do it. So using the little compressor and putting some air back in the tyres, but Honda to the rescue. Look at that. That's hilarious. Big bike adventures. That's how we roll. I got a funny story to tell you. My role today was to try and link up some dirt roads just along a particular route heading south. So I just spent so much time whenever I have to leave Brisbane. I have to spend so much time slabbing it down the highway, and I thought there's got to be some back roads. Once you kind of get into the outer suburbs, there's got to be some back roads and tracks and trails that lead to the destinations, because it used to be all rural property, and there were roads out here, and then they've just slowly become residential areas. So what I'm trying to do is just link up all those roads so that I can get out of town without having to spend so much time on the highway. So I'm cruising down the road and come up to some roadworks and stop beside another motorbike, and anyway, I'm kind of said g'day to this guy, as you do, and he said g'day, and he said, oh, where you headed? Because I was already out in the back blocks, and he's gone. I said, he's gone, where you headed? And I said, oh, I'm just down for a run through the back road, just heading down over the border. He's gone, oh, that sounds cool. I said, do you want to come? He's gone, yeah, I wouldn't mind. He said, I live 5 minutes from here, let me go home and get changed. So this is Neil. He's in front of me on his GS, and Neil is a local down here, so he's going to take me and show me all the tracks that are going to link up the road. Now, they're not all unsealed, but they're not all bitumen either. So there's by the look of things, there's quite a lot of roads down here. As I said, never met him, just met each other at roadworks. We both stopped together at the roadworks and said g'day. You got to love the motorcycle community for that, haven't you? Absolutely fantastic. Just it's such a great community. If you are in the motorcycle community and you are without friends, it's because you're not saying hello to people. Simple as that. So this is really the first chance that I've had to have the Midas E10s off-road, and so far so good. I mean, they're a big chunky knobby, so of course they're going to be much better than any of the road bias tyres, but there are a few reports about them not being terribly good on the bitumen. I find if you just don't push them, they're quite capable, but obviously this is where they excel. Better wait for my mate Neil. I mean, he's got the Anarchy 3 on his BMW, his GS, and he hasn't let any air out of the tyres, but I'm sure he's got the latest model GS, with the keyless entry and the all the bells and whistles. A lot of money, a lot of money. Great bike, very nice bike, certainly very, very capable. They've got excellent suspension, engine management, great reputation. I wouldn't be surprised if the BMW's actually got the capacity to inflate and deflate the tyres from the cockpit. Pretty clever bike, and I do love the simplicity of my Honda. So one of the things I'm doing today is trying out the new Moscow Moto Reckless 80 litre luggage on the back. So it's the Moscow frameless luggage that is designed to be used without panniers, so I can switch it between all of my bikes and not have to worry about buying panniers, which I like. I just want to try the fitting, see how it goes on the bike, take it for a ride in the dirt, see where the wear points are, where it gets dirty, all that sort of stuff. I love it up here.
It's nice, hey? I come up here last week.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like a little seat there.
Yep. No, I often take photos up here, and it's beautiful.
They've graded all the mud back onto the road. So
yep. Yeah. How are your tyres going? You? Yeah. If you, like I said, if you drop some air out of them, they're perfect. I've got a compressor there and everything if you need. So, you know, if you want to drop some air out of them.
Yeah, I might do that.
Because where we're going next is actually, see that ridge there. Yeah. So we're actually going to go up into that set of ridges behind it. So what? This is only brand new. It's a 2016 model.
Yeah.
Very nice. Do you want a gauge? Or are you going by feel? Yeah, I got one. So I said I just loaded the bags up just to give them a try, and they've got these really cool pockets on the back here. I mean, these have only they're a 30 litre bag. They've only got about 10 litres in them at the moment.
You can get those bags that go on there, but whether you know, isn't 30 psi or.
Yeah, I'd drop it down to around 30. Yes, that's a Moscow Moto. So like I said, I'll do a bit of a video on that and the installation of them, but they seem to work quite well. Fit on okay. How's that for a day? It's winter in Queensland. It's about 16 degrees. That wind is just ferocious. But you go off in the grass.
Yeah, the tyre pressure gauge thing is telling me it's close. 1.9 bar.
Oh, really?
That's alright.
So you're getting a warning telling you.
Yeah, I know. I'll let the air out.
Yeah. I wonder what setting the BMW needs to select in order to be able to go that way. That's Waterfall Creek. There's actually a waterfall up in there. So. You alright? Woo! Go straight up. Gate number 1. There's 2 gates on this road from memory. Yeah, it's a dirt bike country. Second gear and it's just walking up. Good girl. Rocky here. Get the white. I better stop and make sure we can get up that. keep going, I'll catch up. This thing's just fantastic. Well, it's not every single road that goes up there you have to go down, but here's this, oh dear, there's more from the files, places you shouldn't take across Dura. Look at this road. We just came up here and I was so pleased with the way the crossy just flew up. As I said, I've got the Midas E10s on. The video just does not do, well, the angle of this video anyway just does not do it justice. So I'm going to get up on the pegs, and what that does is it actually lowers the centre of gravity, so all the body weight is actually now pushing down on the foot peg. So the weight of the bike and the weight of the rider is actually now at the lowest point possible, so it just makes the bike so much more stable. So stand up, get your weight over the back wheel, just squeezing the brakes gently, 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 just to stop the, like I'm in first gear, clutch is out, and I'm just caressing, a loving caress on the front brake. That's bringing a little bit of back brake on, and just not so much that you want to bring the ABS on, and you can just go down some really steep hills. I haven't let any air out of these Midas, and they haven't seemed to have been bothered by that too much. But I can imagine they'd be pretty impressive if I did let some air out. So again, weight on the pegs, just picking lines that are clean, free of rocks and kind of loose stuff that are potentially front wheel can slip on. There's a lot of weight on the front end of the bike at the moment. And as I said, just caressing the front brake. It's really rocky, really steep, really loose. I'm just keeping the bike nice and steady, shifting my weight around. keeping my weight towards the back of the bike. Only did today 400 k's, 450, probably closer to 500 by the time I get home. But yeah, no, it was good. I've got the camera on because I want to get some of the long shadow shots as we get out into the sun just down here, and get some long shadow shots. Which end of the day, here we go. Big bike, long shadow.